What are the 5 most important parts of a purchase contract? This week's Front Porch Friday. Hey everyone, how's it going? If you're new to the show, I'm Josh Uminski. I help people buy and sell real estate. Today we're going to be breaking down the 5 most important parts of a purchase contract, and then over the next couple weeks I'm going to dive into more specifically each one of those topics. This is going to be important if you are a buyer or a seller because you're really going to want to know what you're negotiating. Of course, the first and most important is going to be price. Price is going to vary greatly depending on what type of market it is. Market means, is it a buyer or a seller's market? Then you're also going to have the time of year. Is it spring? Is it winter? Is it summer? Is it fall? They all affect what kind of price you're going to get on a home or what kind of price you should offer on a home. Then of course neighborhood affects price too. What kind of neighborhood is it? How does it vary from the next neighborhood over? What suburb is it in? And then lastly, the home itself. Does the home conform to that neighborhood? Is it a home that stands out in the neighborhood? Is it a larger home, smaller home? All these items play into price and what you should offer or what you should accept for your house. Next is going to be earnest money. How much earnest money should you put down, and what is earnest money? It is basically a deposit, a form of a deposit that shows that the buyer is serious about purchasing a house. It gets put down, gets held into an escrow account, and then sits there until the transaction is over and it goes towards the buyer's down payment. The third item is going to be inspections. Typically you get 7 to 10 days for inspections to happen. The 3 main inspections are going to be your general home inspection, where the inspector is going to check out the entire house, or radon inspection, which tests for radon levels within the house, and then your termite inspection. After the inspections, you're going to have the remedy period. The remedy period is where the buyer, if there's issues with the home, can ask for things to be fixed. Now the seller doesn't necessarily have to fix them. They can say directly, no, we're not going to, or you can negotiate what you are going to fix, what you're not going to fix, or you can fix everything. It's a negotiating period that usually is 3 to 5 days after the inspections. Lastly, you're going to want to think about your closing date and your possession date. They're not always the same. Your closing date is when you're going to sign the papers. It's when the loan's complete, or if it's a cash purchase, the day that you pick specifically to close and sign all of the paperwork. The possession date could vary depending on what is going on with the house. Is the house vacant? Is there somebody living there? Do they need time to move? Possession date can vary and it's all negotiable. It's when the buyer actually takes possession of the house and gets the keys to the home. That's it for this week's episode, but keep an eye out. In the next couple weeks, I'm going to break down each one of these topics. Make sure you're hitting like on my Facebook page. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on everything real estate.